Our next strategy for solving quadratic equations is to solve by graphing. And in this case, I have the equation x squared plus 2x minus 24 equals 0. Now, sometimes these equations, like this equation is pretty easy to factor, but we're going to look at what this would look like as a graph. So keep in mind, again, that when we are solving quadratic equations, our solutions are the x-intercepts of the corresponding function. So keep this in mind, the real meaning of our solution to our equation, the x-intercepts of the corresponding function. Okay. Now, sometimes this word x-intercept can also be referred to as a 0 or a solution. Okay, so the 0 of a quadratic function is really the x-intercept. All right, now let's graph this, and we'll use our graphing calculators. We'll use our tools here. First thing to do, well, make sure our equation is in standard form, which it is. Okay, because now I can pretend that this is a y for a minute. Y equals x squared plus 2x minus 24, and plug that into our graphing calculator. Y equals x squared plus 2x
Wendy Flores, please come to the main office.
minus
Wendy
24.
Flores, please come to the main office.
And then we'll hit graph. Okay, if your graph doesn't show up nicely, or if you have a really weird window, one quick way to get back to the standard window is to hit zoom and then go down right here to standard. Okay, that'll automatically put it as -10 to 10, -10 to 10, which is a nice window to have. All right, so I'm looking for where my x-intercepts are, and I can see right here, I have an x-intercept here, and I have an x-intercept here. Okay, in this case, my x-intercepts look like they're at nice whole numbers, but what if they're not? Here's one way we can figure out our x-intercepts by letting our graphing calculator find it for us. Okay, where we're going to go? We are going to go to second calc, because we want our calculator to calculate something for us. Okay, let me move my calculator over here so I can write my steps. So second calc, we want to find our x-intercepts, or our zeros here. Notice how it says left bound. Okay, we're going to have to go through this process just like when we found a vertex on our graphing calculator. Left bound, right bound, we'll have to go through that. But now we're finding an x-intercept. So I'm going to find this x-intercept first. Okay, I have to move my cursor. I have to find where my cursor is. And pay attention to your x and y values if you ever are lost, or if your cursor's ever lost. All right, there it is. So left bound means I need to be on the left side of my x-intercept. I need to be over here. Okay. As soon as I know I'm on the left side of my x-intercept, hit enter. And then it says right bound. So go to the right side. Hit enter. Guess you can either just hit enter again, or you can go kind of near where that x-intercept is. And that gives me my point. X is -6, y is 0. So one of my solutions is when x is -6. All right, filling in my pieces here. Second calc 0. Left bound. And right bound. Okay, we got x is -6. That gave me my x-intercept here. We're going to repeat the same process over here to find our other x-intercept. So again, second calc 0. And scroll over. Okay, I know right here I'm on the left side of my x-intercept, so I'm going to hit enter. Right bound, we have to go to the right. Enter. and then guess. There's my other x-intercept when x is 4. So this solving by graphing strategy is pretty nice if, especially if we don't have an expression that's easily factorable, like what we have here. So x is -6 and x is 4 are my solutions.